For today's video, we'll discuss the rule changes for Supercoach 2022. Huge news for Supercoach. I didn't see this coming. This amount of change. We haven't seen change for quite a while in Supercoach, and I think the community wanted it on Twitter. I even did a video on it last year of some of the things I wanted. That's just what my view was, but they've made changes, and we'll discuss them in a moment. But yeah, huge news, and yeah, we'll go through all the rules as well. So my thoughts on the changes. I woke up this morning at about... Actually, I went to bed late last night. I was waiting for Supercoach to open it at 12 AM. I saw that there was 35 trades, and I'm thinking that's a lot of trades. I get it with the virus and everything. It's going to be hard. Seeing what's happened in BBL, AFLW, still felt like a lot. But then this morning it came out that the DPPs were added. So I'll speak about that in a second. But yeah, for me, overall, I actually love the changes. I think they're unbelievably good. Maybe 35 is a bit excessive. That's probably my only complaint. So yeah, I love DPPs. I played AFL Fantasy last year. I never really took interest in fantasy. I didn't even look at it, but gave it a go. By round 6 or round 7, whenever it is, half my team was dual position, and it adds flexibility. There's more options in the forward line. You can throw those forward options in defense if you need to upgrade. Like for example, I had Aaron Hall. He was in my forward line most of the year in fantasy. I had him in defense for a little while just because of how things panned out. Swing him back in. So it definitely changes the forward line. That's probably the main line. But yeah, DPPs, it's loads of fun. So many rookies got DPP. I was thinking, I logged into AFL Fantasy, and all of a sudden Tom Powell and Errol Gordon are forwards. I'm like, okay, this is great. So yeah, it makes life easier. It also helped cover COVID outs as well. So huge fan of DPPs. Trade boosts. We'll speak about trade boosts first, even though I've just spoken about DPP updates, but we'll go through it properly. So yeah, if you haven't read this article, it's Al Patton tweeted it this morning. I'll put a link in the description. Yeah, it's a free article from the Herald Sun. So the trade boost. So basically, we now have 35 trades instead of 30, and as far as I'm aware, 5 times you can activate an extra trade. And I actually suggested this in my video, but I said just one instead of 5. But yeah, obviously didn't know how Corona outs would affect the game. But this is good, but it's very, very powerful because we now decide, do we save these for COVID outs or injuries, or do we go nuts and upgrade the team, get as much money as possible early? And I think the answer is you get as much money as you can early. So I was just listening in the car today to a song called Free Game by Jarquez, R&B singer. And he said, all we try and do is get as rich as fast as we can. And I just thought, well, I think that's the objective in Supercoach at the moment, because obviously first few rounds we hold our trades because no one's making any money yet. You can't really do anything. But round 6, we can start downgrading and upgrading. Basically, round 6, 7, 8, or maybe 7, 8, 9, 2 downgrades, 1 upgrade, 2 downgrades, 1 upgrade, 2 downgrades, 1 upgrade. That's my initial thought. So upgrade the team faster, grab the money, grab the rookies. You know, we won't. You know, in previous years we'd have had to forego rookies because they've come in early, or there's been other stuff going on. And early in the year, generally you get more debutants earlier in the year than late. So we can grab those rookies now, make more money, upgrade the team faster, and then with the other 2, so I used 3 there. With the other 2, maybe save 1 for the bye rounds, and then maybe 1 for the end of the season. But knowing me, I'll probably blow them all by round 14. So yeah, I think it's a very good offensive tool to use for Supercoach. I won't be playing defense with this. I will be going all out early. So yes, because if you get behind on upgrades, then you're in trouble against other teams. So people are going to have more premiums earlier if you are able to use these as soon as upgrade season starts. So that's my view on it. Maybe people think differently, but yeah, using these offensively, forget COVID outs, maybe save 1 or 2 for later, but early on, I want to get more money into the team, but I don't want to force things like just grab a player because he's a certain price and whatnot. I want to I'm still going for the top players in each position. So the DPPs, as I spoke about before, yeah, this is great. Cover lots of players. The forward line is shaken up. So basically the forward line, Isaac Heaney is the main one here. I've wanted to start Isaac Heaney as a pick, just not speak about him as a pick today, but I wanted to, but now all of a sudden, I don't know. I don't think he's going to be top 6 anymore because I'm thinking, okay, so Rowan Marshall might get forward status. Like, we don't know. He didn't get it last year, so I'm not exactly sure if he does this year, but he would have been close, I imagine. Oscar McInerney is a big one because Hipwood comes back in May from memory. March or May? I think it was May that I read. So does he have to play more forward till Hipwood comes back? I don't know. So, and as soon as if Hipwood comes back, and then Oscar's forward time goes down, he has to come straight in. So stuff like, and that's another thing. We'll probably get ruck cover as well, which is unbelievably well. Helps the Sean Darcy pick. So there's just so much to discuss here. I can't go through it all, but as far as I know with this, round 6, 12, and 18, players who can be forward eligible, or defender or whatever DPP, if they play, I think it's 35% is the cutoff in that certain position, they will get dual position. So we saw Josh Kelly got it in AFL Fantasy last year for Leon's antics with him, but yeah. So it'll be interesting. So with the forward line, I don't want to go too deep in the forward line. I want to make a makeshift forward line that will just hold it down until we figure out who the top players are in round 6, I guess. So yes, that's it. I love this update. It's fantastic. My only slight issue with it is in round 18, although I looked back on previous years, not many players have gotten DPP that are relevant in round 18, but our teams are supposed to be done well before round 18, and then there'll be new players available. So I don't think it's going to have too much of an effect, but I don't love the fact that we might be forced to trade if there's like an unbelievable player that comes in around 18. But I guess it's part of the game now, so just have to deal with it. But yeah, overall, great change. Love it. Trade update. So basically, this trade means that you can, I believe you can reverse your trades or change your trades once the round has started. So I think previously, once the round started, you submitted your trades, you cannot go back, but now you can as long as they're not locked down or they haven't played. So well overdue. It's already in AFL Fantasy, so great change. Yeah, great change. So nothing more to say. Customizable leagues. So basically, you can do custom leagues by, I think you can create anywhere between 6 to 20 entrants for your league. I assume they're even numbers, so 6, 8, 10, I don't know, something like that. So that's pretty cool. 20-man leagues is kind of cool as well. It does. The only thing would like clarification on with this is the league rankings, because I think our BBL league finished first quite comfortably just because it was a 10-man league. I wasn't in it because I don't know anything about BBL, but yeah, just all the hardcore players just put together a 10-man league, and it's just like, it's stupid so that you can do that. So hopefully we get league rankings separated by, I don't know, say 16 to 20 man leagues are in one leaderboard, and then I don't know, 12 to 15 are in the other one, or whatever, something like that. So hopefully that's the case. But this is good. This is good. Now, if you might not have enough people to make a league, instead of adding fillers, just lower the league total, or the league slots, or maybe you want to have more mates. Maybe you want to go 20. That's great. More people. This is fantastic change. So this is cool. I like this. Trade assists. So I don't care about this. This is not for people that have played the game, that are experienced. This is for people who might not spend as much time in the game, and they just kind of, I just see what this says based on whatever data they use. I don't know if they use like both other people that have traded them in, or they just use numbers. I don't know, like ownership percentage and stuff like that. I have no idea, but yeah, this I won't touch this button. I don't think I have a look at it, but other than that, during the season, I'm not interested because trust my own eyes. But this is a cool feature for some people though. New users, great. Again, most of the I would probably say 80% of Supercoach, maybe more, is just casual users. So this is really good. So, and I'll see the most popular vice captains as well. That's pretty cool. See who's selected in starting lineups across KFC Supercoach and who started on the bench. Okay, so we can see other teams. That's really cool during the round, I assume. I don't know. I don't know what that means. See who was selected in starting lineups. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, so basically you can see you can't see other people's teams. You can see which players were on the field and on the bench and stuff like that. So that'll be cool for rookies. So might get Errol Gordon again and see how painful it is this year. For that I benched his 130 in round 1, so it happens. Trade in and out for upcoming round on every player's profile page. Oh, that's cool. So I guess you can see what people have traded. So that's kind of cool. More interactive. Fantastic. Tooltips, whatever. And then the Supercoach draft. Draft doesn't do much for me, but the fact that you can do a mock draft. I know some of the boys did a mock draft at midnight in the Discord. But yeah, that's cool. If you got nothing to do a mock draft. Like, why not have a chat with the boys over Discord chat? So that sounds pretty cool. So more customizable options for squad sizes. Yeah, in draft, I've played it once or twice. Or I've played it twice, but I haven't really touched it throughout the year. Just like doing the draft, but the bigger bench, the better. So big fan of that. But yeah, overall, I love the changes. Maybe 35 that goes down in future years because of depending on the virus situation. But other than that, this is great. Well done to the Herald Sun. I think they did a good job. But yeah, a lot of these changes I actually suggested in a video. Yeah, they're not only just my suggestions, so that's probably explains why I'm happy with them. So love the DPPs, especially like the trade boost is kind of cool. So yeah, we'll speak about a bit more in-depth strategy soon. And yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys soon.